I am making this video because I just got recently back from basic training. Woo! And I know before I went to basic training, I was so scared. I wanted to know everything I could. So I'm making this video for all those girls out there who have no idea what basic's gonna be like. This is for you guys. Okay, so when I first got there, you go to receptions for about a week, and then you go to receptions for about a week, and then you go to basic from receptions. And receptions is like basic training, vacation, but it's not vacation. You don't think of it as it's like basic training, but it's like where you get your ACUs and you get what else do you get? You get your shots and you get your blood taken, and they make you dye your hair. My hair has highlights in it, and I'm probably gonna get smoked for it, but here you can't have highlights. I don't know why. They said you have to have natural hair. I don't know. That's what they said. So, when you first get to basic, my basic training, or my receptions drill sergeant, he really got my platoon ready. So, like, we kind of already knew what was going to happen. He told us everything we were going to expect. And so he told us what platoon we were going to be in. There were some people who got there and they didn't even know what platoon they were going to be in. They just got there and they got in a line. Because when you get off the bus, well, first of all, they drive you in circles for like 30 minutes, and they tell you, they tell you put your head in your bag, and so like you're sitting like this, like with your head in your bag, and they tell you, don't look up. If you look up, you'll get in trouble. Don't look up. And we're like, okay. So I had my head down, and we drove around for like 30 minutes. And then we got to basic, and the drill sergeant gets on the bus, and he's like, get off the bus! Get off my bus! And he's like yelling at you, and like they're like making a bunch of noise, and you're just like, oh shit, I better get off the bus. And so they make it seem like, I don't know, they just like try to scare you. And so I got off the bus, and when the bag that I was holding was really super heavy. So I was afraid I was gonna drop it or something, but it's really like your adrenaline is rushing. So everything you do it in like Superman form. So like instead of doing it in like little kid form, like I would, like if I was holding a bag that was filled with everything in it that I would need for the next 2 months, I wouldn't be able to hold it. But when you get there, you turn into a superhero and you fucking fly around, and fucking everything is really easy. Like I fucking picked up like a fucking ladder with my arm, like with one finger. It was ridiculous. I had like super strength, and I got off the bus and I started running. I was like freaking out, and I remember there was these lines on the ground, like tape. And I remember, don't look at the drill sergeants. And I was like, okay, I'm not looking at the drill sergeants. I'm just gonna run. So I saw the lines, and all my bags had red tape on it. So I was like, okay, maybe I should get in the red taped line. So I got in the red taped line. I was staying there, and they're like, all right, everybody get formation. I'm like, I'm gonna be in the very back. So I was in the very back row. I got back there, and I sat back there, and I was like freaking out, and one of the girls from my receptions was there. So we were holding hands, we were freaking out. It was intense, and they yell at you, they make you put your bag down, they make you pick a bag up, they make you do this, they make you run around, like they make you do all this crazy stuff. And it's intense at first. Like it was intense for me. I mean, I'm a girly girl, so I was like, the fuck's going on? What did I get myself into? I was fucking pissed. And then after like the first 2 weeks, it's not that bad. It's really not. Like the first 2 weeks, it's like them breaking you in, and you're getting used to the routine of being there. And so, like I don't know. It's the first 2 weeks are the hardest. It's true, and um, the weeks go by fast, so fast, but the days are so long. Like the days feel like so long because you wake up at like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, sometimes 5 in the morning, maybe 6. If you're lucky, and then um, like you're just awake, doing nothing all day. Cause like towards the end of basic training, you already learned everything, so you just wake up and get yelled at. Like I mean, it's really stupid. I don't know. And so then after you wake up and like you get used to the like whatever routine, you start training and stuff. It's fun. It's like I hate to say, but it's like cheerleading, or like it's like cheerleading camp. That's a good way to put it. It's like cheerleading camp. Um, I was a cheerleader. Yes, I know. I was also like all these other things, but um, like all the girl, like it's fun. It really is. Just don't get in any drama because a bunch of girls get into drama, and it's like it reminds me all the girls. We were all like, oh, this is gonna be so much fun. It's like high school. It's so annoying. Like all the girls, like they made a burn book, a burn book. They made a book about. They put all the girls in my bay because there's only so many girls that go in the army. So we were all like, there was only like 47 of us, and there was like 100,000 men. But don't get any crushes for anyone. Don't like any of your drill sergeants. Watch what you say. Don't even think about it. Like you're there to train. It's a job. It really will fuck up everything if you do. But they made a burn book, and it was like the hottest girls, the thoughts, the this, the that. I don't know. I was like, where am I? I was like, can I be a pretty girl? But yeah. Um, the hardest part for me was probably the first 2 weeks because you start getting used to being there, and you're like, you're just like, this sucks. Like I want to go. Where's my cell phone? But you can't leave. You're at basic, and then like it's not physically hard. It's mentally hard. Like not having your cell phone because I'm obsessed with my cell phone, or not being able to, I don't know, like talk to your dad. Cause like I'm 18, so when I went there I was 18, and I was like, I used to always tell my dad everything. So I don't know. And then my favorite part, two of my favorite parts, was Omaha, which is buddy firing, and Naked Night. Okay, a couple things I wish I knew before I went was probably Fire Guard. If you don't know what that is, it's where they wake you up in the middle of the night for no fucking reason. Sometimes they just fucking wake you up and you stand there or sit there or clean and you just do nothing for like an hour and then you just go back to bed. But because like if you're lucky, you go through basic when a lot of girls go through, then there'll be like nights where you don't get Fire Guard, so you get to sleep a whole night. But I got Fire Guard, and I was friends with the girl who made Fire Guard every night, so she was cool. She made it to where sometimes I didn't get Fire Guard for like 2 or 3 nights. I loved it. I was so happy. And you get some sleep because you don't get a lot of sleep when you're at basic. Like you go to sleep and then like 2 minutes later you're awake and you're like shit. that sucks. And yeah, it's really fun. But one of the like things that I hated was before you go to bed. It's called what is it called? It's I don't know. I just drew a blank. Oh, um, it's something hydration formation. That's what it's called. It's called hydration formation. It's when you're supposed to. It's the very last formation of the night, and you're supposed to fill up your camelback, which is like this little book bag they give you, and you fill it up with water. You're supposed to fill it up before you go to bed, so that you drink at night because just to hydrate. And but don't do it because in the middle of the night you'll just start peeing and you'll like wake up like 3 times having to use the restroom and you'll be pissed because you like lose like an hour of sleep like just using the restroom because like you'll wake up like every 30 minutes having to use the restroom. But yeah, they will stand there. The drill sergeant will just to be a dick. They will stand there and talk about nothing just to piss you off. Like you'll be standing there and they'll be like, "So does anyone have any more questions?" Well, I'll be like, "No, drill sergeant." Like like being a dick. Like we'll be like, "No, drill sergeant," and like we'll say it like that just to be annoying. And he'll be like, "Oh, okay," and like usually he say fall out, and you all run upstairs and you take showers and you go to bed, or you get ready for toe the line, and then you go to bed. And he will stand there, and he'll be like, "So this one time, my daughter," and he'll like go on the story that nobody wants to hear about, and it's pointless, and it's so annoying. I hate it's like it's just funny because if I was a drill sergeant, I'd probably do the same thing, but I don't know. And then so I'm filming this on my computer because I don't have to hold it has good lighting. I don't know, but yeah. And then that's probably the most annoying part. I don't know. It's fun though. If you are thinking about going to the army, do it. Basic is not bad. It's not bad at all. After basic, it's like a normal like you go to AIT and that's where you learn about your MOS and it's like college and it's I don't know, it's kind of like basic but it's college. Like people compare it to college all the time. And you get to sleep in a bed. You get to eat whatever the fuck you want. Obviously you probably shouldn't, but you can eat whatever the fuck you want. You probably should work out when you're in AIT. That would probably be a good idea. And like, stuff. But it's really it's fun. I love it. And you meet people from all over the world. I met people from Alaska. I met people from Africa. I met people from fucking Colorado and South Dakota, like fucking California, like everywhere. Like I swear to God, like anywhere you could imagine, all over the world. People from like England. So I don't know why they're in the fucking army, but people from fucking Germany and shit and Russia. And I'm like, why are you in our army? Well, shouldn't you be in the Russian army or some shit? But I don't know. And everyone's so nice and like at the end of the day, like everyone really like we're all like a big family. And that's like the best part cuz like it's like having a second family. And I don't know. I loved it and my battle buddy, we had some trouble like being friends and stuff, but it was fun. It was fun. But if you guys have any questions or anything, um, put it down in the comments and I will answer them for you. But yeah, so